What we do here is go back.
Hello. How's it going, guys? This is Choir is Life, and welcome back to the Minecraft Survival Guide. I hope you guys are having a good day. I had a huge scare with my PS4, and it made me completely reset everything that I had going on. So it would only let me go into safe mode. So if you have a PS4, you might know what I'm talking about, but it literally wouldn't let me get onto my homepage. And it was awful. Like, it would not let me do anything. And unfortunately, if you look, you might see what's going on. All my work from last episode is basically gone. So there's no automatic wheat farm, which is a huge bummer because it took me so long to find all those things. So I'm gonna go ahead and just skip ahead and get back to where I was. I'm also going to go ahead and decorate it like I did on my Twitch stream, which you should definitely check out. It was a blast. We decorated this whole auto wheat farm, although it's not here anymore, so that's kind of awful. But I'm gonna go ahead and skip forward to the finished product, and I'll see you guys there. Hello, and we are back. Now you can kind of see what I've done with that automatic wheat farm, but I will go take you over there right now. So here it is. If you're on the Twitch stream, you would have seen a little bit of this from before, but I kind of did a little bit different. So I decided to stick with the dirt around. I'm not sure if I'll keep that, but I kind of like how it's just open. You know, I've got the bees right there, so I want to make sure, you know, that they're able to pollinate it. So that's why I kept it open on top. But, you know, we've got our automatic farm. It's still growing back right now. But I decided to put glass kind of around the edges so that you could, it kind of just looked cool. But we may change this up, we may not. I like it right now. Now down here is just the chest. So we're able to, you know, come in here. We've already got some wheat right there and some seeds. So I like it a lot. We may change it up a little bit, but for now, first build, check. All right, so for today's mission, we are going to use some of this stuff, and we are going to make some maps and go explore. Now, I know that you can create an automatic sugarcane farm, but it really wasn't worth it to me. Some people have commented on how this house is pretty basic. I think in the next couple episodes, we're gonna have to really have a house renovations, because this is just our starter house. I think we're really going to need a house renovation. So before we do too much exploring around our world, we need to make a map, which means that we're going to need to make a cartography table. So in order to make a cartography table, we're going to need to make some paper that we got from our sugar cane. We're going to need to make just a little bit of it. We'll make about that much. Now we're going to need a little bit of planks. You'll see that the cartography table is now available to us. So I'm going to make that cartography table. Next, we are going to make a compass, because we are going to make a locator map. So when you're playing on Bedrock, you have to use a cartography table to make a locator map, and so we're going to have to go in here. It requires a compass and a single piece of paper. So this is an empty locator map. We're going to name it, so it doesn't really cost anything, but here's Mappy. We've got it right here. We are going to need to start this map right here. So we're going to create it like this. You're going to see that, you know, it's got our sugar, or our wheat farm over there, and it's got our house in the bottom left corner, and our sugarcane farm on the bottom left. But We can already see most of that, so we're going to actually expand it by using the cartography table. So we're going to throw this back in there with some paper. So we're going to zoom out and clear. We're going to just keep zooming out and clear it. It's going to be empty. And once it reaches 4 of 4, it's not going to let me do anything. So we have reached the end of our map. And you're going to see that when we open it up, we are just a tiny little piece of this entire map. So, pro tip, you're going to want to put this map in your offhand so that you can still see it, but you can still see everything around you. Now when I move around, it's going to create more and more of this map. So before we go, I'm going to go ahead and stock up on some tools and some things, and then we'll head out. Okay, so this is what I like to go with. I like to go with, the tools that I have, plus a backup for every tool. Make sure that you bring a water bucket, some building blocks, definitely food. I would suggest torches. Now we're going to need to find more coal because I only have one more piece of coal. And then bring some wood, some planks, and some sticks, just in case you have to, do something with those while you're adventuring. Now, here are some tips that you're going to need to explore. First tip, when you have a big map like this, it's really tough to fill it in. You're going to want to go to the nearest corner, which I think that this might be our best corner to go to. And since I see a big ocean, I'm actually going to go and get a crafting table, and then we'll go from there. Alright, now that I'm back with a crafting table, I'm going to craft a boat. Now on Bedrock it's a little bit different because you're going to need to craft a wooden shovel in order to make a boat. It kind of acts as your oar. So you'll see that the actual build for Bedrock is just like Java but with a wooden shovel in the middle. So now we've got a boat. It's going to help. It's going to help with going across water. So got this boat. Let's go ahead and go to this nearest corner. Now when you're traveling, there's a few things that you can do. So you can make it a simple travel where you are just simply filling up the map. Your travel can have a goal where you are trying to find a certain biome, a certain area. Maybe if you're looking for the ocean or things under the ocean. Or you're just picking up things along the way. And I think that's what I'm going to do. If I find something that I really like, or if I see a shipwreck or something, I'm going to go after it. But I don't have a goal in mind beyond just filling up my map. Alright, so I've switched my map to my main hand just so I can see it a little bit better. And we're getting close to the corner, which I see some ice. I think that ice is just awesome. Unfortunately we don't have Silk Touch, so we can't get any of it yet. But it is good to know that it is close. Alright, it looks like we are pretty close to the corner. You'll see the corner just start to fill in a little bit. Alright, so now that we're here, we're going to go ahead and turn this way. So that would be going off our map. We are going to turn this way and start going along the bottom. Now what I like to do, especially with oceans, I like to just travel, along the base or the outside of my map as much as I can, and then gradually fill it in. Some people like to go back and forth and fill in, different parts, but whenever I do my exploring, I tend to do it all at once instead of, small bits here and there. Ooh, and we have a shipwreck. We have our first shipwreck. Okay, we're gonna go and get this. So, a little bit about shipwrecks. So these were added in Minecraft a little bit ago, and they're pretty common, but you do have to look for them. So most of the time they're submerged. Sometimes they're all the way down really far. Sometimes they're really close to the surface. But you're going to want to get out of your boat and try to swim down as quick as you can. And this one's a little bit different. I haven't seen, we got our chest right here. I haven't seen too much of this, but you want to be careful because you can only breathe underwater for so long or else you'll start taking damage. Now, one thing that I forgot to do is I forgot to talk about night. So, what a lot of people would suggest you do during night is you can bring a bed with you, which is what I should have done. So I'm actually going to go ahead and go back, and we'll fill in more of this map as we go. We're going to go ahead and just cut diagonally across. Alright, so depending on which ship you encounter, they might have 2 or 3 different chests. So we've already seen one. Sometimes you gotta go down below to get to this one. Looks like there might be a pirate, like a treasure map, but we need to be careful. Alright, yeah, it's pretty tough to get all the way down there. So we want to make sure that we're totally good, totally healed up. Alright, take 2. We've got a treasure map. So, it looks like, I think that one will only have 2. So we're just going to go ahead and stick with that. We're going to keep going on this map just a little bit more until we hit land, which seems to be pretty close. And then I'd like to open up that treasure map to see if we're close by a treasure chest. Alright, so when I open up this treasure map, it seems like we're pretty close. It's going to be just on the other side over there. So we're going to take a little bit of a detour from our current map, and we are going to go find this treasure and see what we got. Seems like it's just on the other side, right where that land is. So treasure chests can be very difficult. Usually they're right on land, so usually around the coastline, and they're usually underground. So this is what becomes really tedious about a treasure map, is here we've got X marks the spot, and it looks like it might be really far underneath, and we've got drowned that's trying to swim at us, but we're gonna be hopeful and that it's completely dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get all the blocks out that would be dry, and hope that it's right there. So this is where treasure chests become a pain. So I've been digging like crazy on this coast, underwater, under all these different things, and it's been really tough to find. I haven't even been close, it feels like. So I'm gonna keep going. I won't stop until I find it because I really want to show you guys. Alright, so day 2, and I've completely destroyed this coastline, and we are still not close to finding it. So I will check back in with you guys when I have found it. Okay, so my PS4 recording was being kind of funny. So it didn't actually get me getting all the loot, but I finally got it way off the coastline. I had been so far off. So here's what we got. We got all these things. We got some nice chain armor, some iron, a diamond, a heart of the sea, some really good stuff, but my inventory is full, so I'm gonna have to go drop it off, and then we'll keep exploring. I really wanted to get this edge of the map done at least, because it's a lot of traveling, and I don't want to make this episode too long to fill in the entire map. I'll just fill in the rest of it on my Twitch stream, which you should totally check out. I'll stream late at night, Pacific Standard Time, and you should totally check it out. I tend to do all my off-camera stuff there, and occasionally I do some speed running. So go follow me there, give me some love on that platform, and help me grow this channel. It's a big exposed wall, some birch wood, but I think I saw another village. This is a great village spawn. Yes, there's another one right there, which is incredible. We're also going to pick up sugarcane on the way. You see me make sugarcane for paper. That's going to be really great when it comes to building books and then bookcases. So I'm going to go off the map just a little bit here to check out this village. Alright, so anytime I find a blacksmith, which is a building that looks similar to this, it has some lava and some furnaces. Anytime I find this, I will always find a loot chest that I will loot. So it's an alright loot. You know, we'll take the pickaxe, we'll take this bread and that gold, but not too bad. You know, we'll just take the apples too. We'll take the whole thing. So, and there's also the leather worker here, which sometimes there's good loot in here, like a saddle. Oh my goodness, I am so glad we found that saddle. Oh my gosh, that is so good. You know, we'll take the whole chest. Chest is valuable as well. We could also take this cauldron, but I don't think I will. Now, I love the look of spruce trees, especially in a build, and so when we go to build our starter home, this wood is going to come in handy. So since it's pretty far from us, I'm going to hang saplings so that we can grow these trees by our base. It's the next day. We got a lot of exploring done already, but I'm going to go ahead and try to find a horse because we have that saddle, and that's going to make traveling over land so much quicker, and we won't burn through food nearly as fast. So I think I saw some near this village, and I think that's going to be able to help us with that problem. I was unable to find a horse, which I'm a little bummed about, but that's okay. We are going to keep filling in this map. I'm going to do it off camera on my Twitch, so hopefully that you guys are watching or were watching, but I will see you guys when this map is all filled up. What is up, guys? We just spent about an hour and a half trying to cut down on this map. I'm ready to show you. It's not complete, but here it is. So we went around the outsides, tried to cut down. I thought I'd be able to do it. You know, on our way we ended up getting a horse, which he's in with the chickens right now, but he wasn't very fast, so it didn't really help us out too much. It just helped us save on food. So a little disappointed in that, but I hope you guys learned something from that exploration, some tips, and just learning how to explore is a great part of Minecraft. It's a nice breakaway from building, but I'm hoping that soon we're going to upgrade our starter house to a nice official build, and then we're going to have a cow farm that will automatically cook our food. So have a great day, you guys. Please, if you enjoy the video, like the video, please subscribe. If you're new here, yeah, please subscribe. That would be just wonderful. Yeah, I hope to post another video soon. See you guys later.